You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, let's talk about Karmelo Anthony, the track star who actually killed Austin Metcalf, who was also a track athlete and a football player, stabbing in the heart at a track meet in Texas last month, right outside of Dallas in Frisco, Texas. Now, I'm very curious, guys, before we actually get into the meat and potatoes of this thing, where is Dominic Alexander? Have you guys actually heard from him? Remember, he was actually speaking for the Anthony family, and I believe he actually did more damage than he did good. I mean, this man had his own criminal record as well. He has completely disappeared, folks. We haven't heard anything about him, but I digress. Well, guys, Karmelo Anthony is still raising money on GiveSendGo. And actually, guys, they've actually upped the amount they actually want. Yeah, I believe initially they wanted, 500,000, something like that. Then they raised it up to 550. Nah, man, they didn't raise this thing up to 600,000. Look at this. Right here. This is their GiveSendGo page, guys. They have raised $517,359 at the time of this recording. Now, they made some amendments here, man. They're actually not using all this money, of course, on legal defense. Yeah, they even tell you right here. Says here, purpose of the fund. While legal defense is a critical part of this journey, we want to make it clear that this fund is not solely dedicated to legal expenses. The funds raised will also support a range of urgent and necessary needs that have emerged as a result of this situation, including, but not limited to, the safe relocation of the Anthony family due to escalating threats to their safety. And we found out one of those threats was actually wasn't even a threat. Kids riding around in a car with water guns. Yeah, that was it. Looking for their friend, actually. They didn't even know Karmelo Anthony. But anyway, they raised a lot of money on this platform right here, guys. And guess what? The co-founder of GiveSendGo, he's not very happy with Karmelo Anthony and his family raising money on his platform. Yeah. Look at this. This is on the New York Post. GiveSendGo co-founder not proud to host fundraiser for alleged track meet murder suspect, says some donors are wrong. Yeah. And also he makes a comparison to Kyle Rittenhouse. And this is definitely not the same thing as Kyle Rittenhouse. I mean, on video, man, you can clearly see that Kyle Rittenhouse was actually defending himself. That was clear-cut self-defense. It should have never went to trial. Everyone knows that. But there's people out there that still believe that Kyle Rittenhouse killed black people. Yeah, you got woke black people out there that don't have their facts in order, and they're saying that Kyle Rittenhouse murdered black people. Yeah. Now, over here, the co-founder, his name is and I just saw his name. I'm sorry, I just can't remember it. Yeah, Jacob Wells. He actually gave an interview with Fox News. And I can tell you this, man, it definitely seems like he knows that this is not self-defense, but he's not going to stop Karmelo Anthony and his family from actually raising money. He's not going to do that. But right here, it says more than $514,000 has been donated to the Help Karmelo Anthony official fund on the crowdsourcing site GiveSendGo.com. This $500,000 sum is a result of an alleged murder that occurred at a track meet in Frisco, Texas on April 2nd. The victim was 17-year-old Austin Metcalf of Memorial High School, who died in a deadly stabbing. Yeah, because Karmelo Anthony wasn't supposed to be under that team's tent. His team had his own tent, but he didn't want to leave. He said, touch me, see what happens. Something escalates from there. Then he just takes out a knife out of his bag and stabs Austin Metcalf in the heart. Yeah. And of course, his bond actually got reduced too. That's the only reason why Karmelo Anthony is actually out. Okay. But anyway, it says GiveSendGo is leading in online fundraising for Anthony's family's legal expenses. Other major crowdsourcing platforms, including GoFundMe and Kickstarter, have not platformed a campaign for Anthony on their sites. Actually, there were fundraising actually being done on GoFundMe. GoFundMe took it down. Yeah, but look here. But GiveSendGo co-founder Jacob Wells and his leadership team are featuring Anthony's campaign. This is what he told Fox News. Quote, how proud I am of this campaign? I don't. I wouldn't say I'm proud at all, Wells told Fox News Digital in an exclusive interview. I have no pride in having this being on GiveSendGo. I just have appreciation for what GiveSendGo is doing in the midst of these tragic moments, which is standing on principle, which is loving people, even in the midst of very hard and dark places. Yeah, it definitely sounds like he's not buying the self-defense thing. Now I get it, man. Everybody has a right to a defense. But also, man, I think based on everything we know right now, this wasn't even close to self-defense. Not even close. Wells admitted that there have been other campaigns on his site, like a foster home for boys fundraiser that he is proud of, but Anthony's fundraiser is not one of those. Wells claimed his company has only ever removed campaigns for causes deemed illegal or raising money under false pretenses. Now, you can say what you want to say about Karmelo Anthony, but right here, they're saying that they're raising money, because he's in a lot of legal trouble right here. I don't believe that Karmelo Anthony is innocent at all. I don't believe that he was acting in self-defense. So what Jacob Wells is saying right here, that the campaign for Karmelo Anthony hasn't been deemed to be illegal. Yeah. But anyway, Wells declined to directly say whether there were any conversations about removing the campaign, but insists that pretty much everyone involved in leadership at the company has been supportive of platforming it. That's interesting, guys. I mean, I'm just trying to read behind the lines here. And he won't even talk about if they actually talked about taking this thing down. Which probably means, that people in his organization, they're not buying Karmelo Anthony either. They're just not doing it. Wells compared the Anthony Fund to the one his platform hosted for Kyle Rittenhouse in 2020. That effort raised over $250,000 after Rittenhouse shot 3 men in Kenosha, Wisconsin during the Jacob Blake riots. Yeah, but one of those people that actually he shot pulled a gun on him. Like I said, clear-cut self-defense. Also, another guy was trying to beat him with a skateboard, man. He could have died. That's why Kyle Rittenhouse shot those scumbags. One of them was actually a pedophile, too. Yeah. As Wells and his colleagues have faced backlash and death threats, he said he's had a conversation about donating the profits of the fundraiser to the Metcalf family to try and make a point that they aren't just platforming Anthony's fund for financial gain. Really? That's interesting right there. Yeah, of course, I don't know the percentage on what GiveSendGo actually keeps. Karmelo Anthony is not getting all $517,000. So that's interesting right there, man. That he may possibly end up donating money, the profits from the money raised for Karmelo Anthony to Austin Metcalf's family. Boy, the woke activists would be furious, man, if that happens. They would be furious. Man. Anyway, it goes on. It says, Wells has also paid special attention to this campaign in recent weeks, as it's been one of the biggest and most notorious his platform has ever hosted. He's gone out of his way to take notes of the types of people who are donating and why they are donating. And to him, some of these people are donating for the wrong reasons. Quote, there will always be people who are donating for the wrong reasons on any campaign. There are people that believe the best way forward is racial division. That's what they believe. So they're going to stoke the flames of racial division however they can, Wells said. When you live in free societies, which we do, there's a price to pay, and that is it. And that is it always for some people to do things that might not be good. And I think people do that all the time. Wells pointed specifically to championing a racial narrative as the wrong reason for wanting to donate to the campaign. He said, quote, when someone is championing a racial narrative that is divisive and not unifying, then I would claim that that's the wrong reason to be donating. And there are people that have donated that are making claims that are divisive and not unifying, and those are in some of the comments. Unfortunately, in free societies, people can say stuff that is divisive and not unifying. Yeah. Because over here, man, you actually do have some people saying, man, that right here, look right here, this comment right here. This person gave $20. Says, the white supremacists have two basic weapons, direct violence and indirect violence. Confusion leads to pain, mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological, and it's used to maintain control. Yeah, there's definitely people out there doing this for the wrong reasons, man. Yeah. I mean, you do have some people just like this person says, praying for Karmelo. Yeah. But you do have some bad actors out there, guys. I still don't believe this is going to end well for Karmelo Anthony. He had a knife at a track meet and he stabbed Austin Metcalf in the heart. And no evidence so far leads to self-defense. None. Karmelo Anthony really needs to think about doing a plea deal, or else he's done. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.